Hello and welcome to 2024, and more importantly, welcome to my garden. My name is Jason and I'm here in Eastern North Carolina, growing zone 8B. I mention this because I have a lot of new subscribers, and thank you all for subscribing. Hopefully you find me somewhat entertaining, or you find my trials and tribulations interesting, or you just want to see how the garden develops over the course of many, many years, because it's going to take many, many years to build this garden. In case you didn't know, I'm building a garden here in Eastern North Carolina, growing zone 8B, as I already mentioned, on an 1.5 acres. I currently have a vegetable garden. I have a flower garden that's in development, and hopefully this year I will complete the borders to that. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, click the bell icon to be notified when I do post a new video. This way you can then, again, follow along because I'll be bringing you along for that, showing you how I will be completing the borders, or the border structure, for the rest of the flower garden. And then of course over the course of the year I will be planting that out. I have a rose garden, and nothing really interesting will be happening in that area, I do not believe, this year. Nothing planned, at least. If you were following along last year, I made some changes, I made some additions, and I'm going to kind of let it sit to the side this year because I'm going to be focusing my attention on the flower garden and the new border beds that I'm putting in. I also have an orchard with 2 peach trees, 2 apple trees, 3 pawpaw trees, and who knows, something else interesting might pop in there this year. There's spaces that I have not yet figured out what I'm going to do with, so I will be hopefully deciding that over the course of the year so I can get started on that, because I'm not getting any younger and I need to get started on those areas sooner than later. Of course, there's the flower beds around the house, and I will be probably over the next few weeks, I'll be bringing you along to show you some of them, because they need to be taken care of for the winter/spring, and hopefully in the spring I'll be planting a whole bunch of new fun, exciting plants in those beds, as well as my flower beds. Of course, there'll be all sorts of vegetables that get planted out into the veg garden this year. There's going to be a couple of new things that I've never grown before that I'm going to try growing in the veg garden this year. So again, stay tuned for that. That'll be exciting. In the upcoming weeks, there will be, of course, I've been purchasing seeds already, as many of you may have already been. If you're new to gardening, you haven't started purchasing your seeds, don't panic. There's lots of videos out there, including one I will be doing, talking about places where I purchased my seeds, why I purchased certain seeds from those places, and what seeds I've gotten for this upcoming year. That video will be coming up. Also, I'll be doing my backdoor pathway, similar to my front pathway that I did last year. And there's a space next to it that I'd like to develop into some sort of garden. So when I do that, again, you can follow along and you can see the area that I'm talking about, and hopefully make some recommendations as to what I can do with that area. I'll also be building and filling up 2 new birdies beds here in the veg garden. I don't think I'm going to do a video on that unless you guys want me to. So if you do, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you guys. There's also going to be my first product review ever coming up. Now, I didn't start this channel to do product reviews. I started this channel to share my gardening experiences and all the things I'm growing and the things I want to grow, and how I'm shaping the garden and the different rooms I'm building within the garden. But I was over the holidays, or over the holidays, I was approached by a company that said, would you like to review this product for us? We would give you the product for free, no strings attached. And it is actually something I've kind of always had in the back burner. I always thought, wow, that'd be interesting to play with, to try out. So that review video will be coming up very shortly. So again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm going to keep saying that until you actually subscribe, because there's a ton of you that watch these videos and do not subscribe. So please subscribe. If you subscribe, it'll pop up in your feed, and then you can say, wow, that looks interesting, and I may want to follow along with what he's doing today out in the garden, or what's this mysterious new product he's going to review. And the last few things I want to touch on is, if you go over to growinggreenfinger.com, I have links there to my books that I've written, because I've actually written 2 books. One of them was last year. It was my first photo book called Pictures from My Garden. Very creative title. Yes, I know. But if you go over to growinggreenfinger.com and you scroll down through the homepage, there's a link for books. You can click on that. It'll take you over to Amazon. Also, if you head over to my Etsy store, I have various photo prints for sale. I have a few other things for sale. I have some magnets for sale. New products will be entering that store in the upcoming weeks/months. And you can also pick up copies of my book over on my Etsy store. And if you'd like them autographed, just leave a note when you check out and I'll autograph them and ship them off to you. Also over my website, there's a section called The Garden, and on that page there is a map of sort of an overview of the garden and where everything is sort of laid out in the garden. So as I'm jumping around to the different areas in my different videos, you can kind of get a sense as to where I am in the garden. And for those of you wondering, yes, Sophie is going to continue to be in the videos. Where would I be without my favorite garden helper there? You'll see her, again, if you subscribe to the channel and you follow along with my antics, you will see her antics as well, because she does get up to some shenanigans here in the garden, right? If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Click that bell icon again. I keep telling you guys, because a lot of you do not subscribe to the channel, and I would much appreciate it if you do subscribe. Also, check me out over on Instagram. I will often post up pictures there that you won't see here on YouTube. And don't forget the YouTube community page. So if you go to my YouTube home channel page, there's a link for a community. If you click on that, you can I try to post up different things there, sort of behind the scenes and other random thoughts, polls, etc. But I try to post stuff up there. It's also a good page that if you don't see me post up a video for a couple of days and you're wondering what's going on, you go over to that page and I may say, hey, yeah, I've been sick with the flu. Hopefully I don't get sick with the flu. Knock on wood. There's all sorts of good information over on that YouTube community page. So check that out. I think that's going to wrap it up for today. I was trying to keep this video short, just letting you know that I'm back. There's things in the works. There's things that are coming. Real exciting stuff, hopefully. And hopefully you can make 2024 a great gardening year. And with that, I'm going to catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.